This video is part 2 of how to address a manufacturing defect in the keyless access control unit that is causing intermittent flickering dash lights and car alarm when armed. I will show you how to access the keyless access control unit, also known as a smart power control unit, for a 2018 Acura MDX. For more details on the symptoms and root cause of this common issue across Hondas and Acuras with keyless start, please see the first video.
You'll just need a few simple tools, a flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, 1/4 inch socket, extension was helpful, 8mm and 10mm, 10mm for the battery and 8mm for removing the glove compartment, and a trim tool I bought on Amazon for $5, so very inexpensive. It came with some other tools as well, but well needed to take out the different pieces from around the glove compartment. Unit. First thing you always want to do, of course, since we're going to work on an electrical system, is to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Here we need to remove this plastic cover. I've already unsnapped it. I can show you on the back side. It's got several clips. They just easily pop out. You just work from one side to the next. After you remove this plastic panel, you're going to want to move the air intake vent. And so there's 2 screws here that you disconnect, and then you pop it out of this rubber gasket and pull it out. So that will give you access to the negative terminal there on the left, and you just disconnect the battery there. We have to remove this side panel here next to the vent. I've already started to remove it. You can see there's a couple clips, and it just pops off. You give it a good yank, and it comes out from that. So we'll pop this piece of trim molding off underneath the glove compartment. You can see the clip in there. We'll pull that off there. We'll disconnect this light, those 2 connectors, pinch and squeeze little connector, it should pop right off. Okay, once you pull that down, release those 2 connectors, then it comes right out. To remove the passenger side vent, you just pry in this upper right hand corner, not a lot of pressure, and it clicks loose there. You can see a clip at the top. Get your tool, you can work your way around and kind of pry from the side here, and it'll pop right out. Next, we remove this trim piece here. We'll work our way. You can see there's a clip here, and we'll just work our way from right to left using our little tool. So we started right here with this little clip. Use our little tool to work it down a little bit, and then we pulled from this side, got our tool in there, and just helped pry a little bit, not a lot of force, and you can see that it's just coming out very easily. For this last clip, we just got our tool underneath here, and just with a little bit of force, we were able to pry it out, and you can see where that clip is at there at the very end there. So not a lot of force. Now we're going to remove this little panel here. We'll work our tool in here and pop this out. The first clip's right here at the top. So pulling a little force on the top and the bottom kind of simultaneously releases that first clip. And then we'll use the tool to release the rest. So once released and pulled out, you can see where these clips are. Basically, kind of you pull kind of down and straight out. To release the glove compartment light, it is a twist and undo. You can see how it's kind of twist lock in there. So you can either do it from the outside of the glove compartment, or you can do it from the inside. Holding the glove compartment in, there's 4 Phillips head screws, 3 on the top, 1 on the side here, and then there's 3 8mm bolts right here that will remove those. So we'll pull the glove compartment out. There's a clip here on the side. Once you pull that out, then we work the other clip, it'll come right out. So with the glove compartment out, now we can find the keyless access control unit. It's right up tucked underneath here under the dash. You can see the part number for it. And we'll remove it by taking off this bracket and then pulling it down. So we'll use a 1/4 inch socket to remove these 2 bolts. Okay, with the bracket undone, we'll now remove those 3 connectors. You can see there's a tab right there, so we're going to pinch that and pull. To get to the middle connector tab, we're going to remove the bracket. This little retaining piece pushes in, and the bracket slides out. Now we can see all the connector tabs. We'll take those off and remove the module. Okay, now we got our module disconnected. We'll disassemble it and look at our part. There's 4 little retaining clips, 2 on each side. We pull out the center piece in order to get access to inside the module, take it out of the housing. Okay, with a little bit of patience, working our way around, we were able to release the 4 clips, and now we can slide out the inside the module and take a look at the PCB. As expected, I found dendritic growth. It was happening exactly where suspected, right in the spot up corner of this integrated circuit, this IC. There turns out to be a ground pin on the side of the IC, and there was the dendritic growth to this bottom corner pin. So I've cleaned it up, a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip swab, make sure there are no leftover fibers on there. It's a lot easier to see under a microscope very clearly as shown in the pictures. And then now I'll put a little bit of super glue over that ground pin to try to prevent that growth from happening again. Now we'll reassemble everything and put it back together in reverse order of how we took it apart. So we'll close up this module, make sure it's all closed up, and we'll install it back in the car. So how we had it before, tab side down, so it was like this. You can see the connectors there, tabs are down, so we'll install it like that. Hook it up on the bracket and install it up in here this way. Module installed, so we'll go ahead and connect up the battery before we reassemble everything and make sure we're all good to go. Battery reconnected, so far so good. Nothing unexpected is happening. All right, keyless system is back in place. If you like this video or found it to be very helpful, or even saved you $1,000 from going to the dealership, please like it and make a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.